All right, time for July's haul. Get comfortable, get something to drink, relax, because this is gonna be a long one. I've got 12 fragrances to share with you and give you guys my first thoughts. You know how this works? 12 fragrances, let's see what's hot and what's not. Let's get into it. So let's get cracking. Let's start with designers and move our way up to niche. So we're gonna kick things off here with one from 𝐒𝐏𝐄𝐈𝐀𝐋. This is a rather surprising release this year. I didn't hear much about it. This is 𝐒𝐏𝐄𝐈𝐀𝐋 Le Sel d'Issei, which from what I read about it, this is going to be rather a citrus aromatic slash salty kind of a fragrance. A minimalist bottle, nothing to it. I mean, minimalist box, nothing to it. The bottle itself looks actually pretty cool. We have this cylindric kind of a bottle. This is actually plastic. It's minimalist, looks nice. You have a dimple down here. I'm very curious about this one. Looking at the notes, it looks like it's going to be a citrus aromatic, slightly floral kind of a fragrance. So sprays are nice. 𝐒𝐏𝐄𝐈𝐀𝐋 always produces quality for affordability. This is nice. This is going to be very fresh, very bright, very appealing. I definitely think this is androgynous, you know, unisex. Anybody can rock this. It reminds me a little bit of a few things. One of which, it reminds me a little bit of Valaya or Valaya from Parfums de Marly, but this is going to be brighter. I think it's going to be long lasting. Definitely get some synthetic molecules here. Definitely has some musks, you know, white musks, a sensual scent. It's going to be one of those. I think will gather compliments. Unisex, right in the middle. It's got some really cool citrus components, very sensual, musky, more citrus version of Valaya from Parfums de Marly, but definitely something you guys should consider looking into it. Basically, the driving force of this fragrance that they wrote about was, you know, you can see it in the back of the box, the power of salt. So it's supposed to be a salty sea breeze kind of a situation here. Definitely get some of that, but I think mostly what's coming through is some white florals, some sensual white musks, and definitely a salty citrus sea breeze kind of a vibe. Winner for me, gets a thumbs up. So here we have a reinterpretation of the Prada Luna Rossa Sport. This is a 2024 release. There has been a couple. There was a Prada Luna Rossa Sport 2015 and there was an Eau Sport 2016. So this is like the third iteration of the Prada Sport sand profile. So let's see what we get out of this one. The box looks cool. This is a really nice line. In fact, I talked to you guys about one of the best releases of the year so far in my previous video or previous couple of videos in the Prada Luna Rossa Le Parfum. I thought that was a great release for the year. Love that fragrance. If you guys haven't checked that one out, it dries down to like this leather tobacco kind of a vibe. Very intriguing. So I am curious of this one. Beautiful red shiny bottle with a rubbery plastic you know, encapsulation in the bottom. You have the plastic that covers the sprayer, but there's no cap. And essentially, sprayers are very nice. Prada does a good job with their sprayers. And this is nice. Wow. This one here, I'm getting some floral components. Perhaps there's iris here. Definitely bright, very invigorating, but there's also some woodiness to it. This is one of those scents that are going to be very captivating. It's definitely going to draw you in. Definitely stronger than when I predicted here. In fact, it reminds me a little bit of a fragrance from Santa Maria Novella. I think it's called Tobacco Toscano. Or Tobacco Toscana. Definitely reminds me of a tobacco fragrance, a lighter tobacco, brighter tobacco kind of a scent. And it's funny that Prada Luna Rossa now is going away from that clean, soapy kind of a vibe that they're known for and giving us some really more powerful, intricate, and complex compositions such as this one. Again, gets another thumbs up for me. I think this is going to be a good haul, guys. So really good stuff here. Impressed with this one, looking forward to wearing it. Lacoste Homme, originally released in 1984, was basically a fougere, an aromatic fougere, barbershop type of a scent. They have re-released or remade that particular fragrance in 2024 in an Eau de Parfum concentration, Lacoste Original. Let's see what this one is about. Really cool box, paying homage to the original, you know, with the green and white specks. Nothing really to it. The bottle is again very, very similar to the original from 1984. Really love the little gator here. You have the gator in the back, green, this mossy kind of a look. The cap is not going to be magnetic, so rather cheaper cap, but plastic, heavy plastic at that. Let's see. Sprays are good, not bad. And whilst this retained the quote-unquote aromatic fougere kind of a vibe, it has been revitalized with some sweeter, you know, nuances. It's going to have the green, mossy, lavender kind of a barbershop situation here, but it's definitely modernized with some sweet components, some fruity nuances, but it's very green, it's very aromatic, it's very fougere-like. So you must enjoy the scent profile to like this. But I am digging this one. I think it's a great signature style scent. If you do enjoy fougères, but you wanted something a little bit more modern, but paying homage to the old school classics, this one here is going to be great. And right now, of course, I paid retail for this, but if you have a little patience, I foresee this becoming available or readily available at your favorite discounter. Myself, of course, I'm going to look into this at fragrancebuy.ca, fragflax.com, and of course, Max Aroma. Those are my 3 stops when I'm looking for great deals on discount fragrances. So wait for this one. Don't pay retail, but I think it's definitely worth checking out if you're looking for something a little bit more upscale, refined, more mature, but also sophisticated and elegant. Guys, this is a great one. I'm really digging this one, and I might even wear this today. Let's do ladies first. Let's start with Angel here. And basically, Angel is a very gourmand kind of a fragrance, sweet. I think it was released in 92 or 93, if I'm not mistaken. So looking at the bottle here, the juice or the bottle itself is going to be rather gradient from lighter to darker, but definitely has this almost black kind of a color scheme here going on. So let's see what we get out of this one. Sprays are nice. And okay, there is very little to do with the original, this particular one, the female version. This is more of a sweet toasted coconut kind of a vibe. I think it's very in right now, the coconut note, coconut fig, it's very in. So this is gonna be a very tropical style scent. I haven't even looked at the notes, but right off the bat, it's going to be in the same wheelhouse of your Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Beau Paradise Garden, but this is a lot sweeter, a lot creamier. So I'm picking up some sandalwood here, very creamy coconut, toasted coconut vibe. It's nice. It's definitely mouth-watering, dessert-like, you know, like a coconut cream pie type of a vibe. You're gonna like this. If you have a sweet tooth, a guy or a gal can rock this and rock it with style because it smells good, but it takes some confidence because it is overly sweet. And I think this is definitely more suited for ladies out there, but I would actually think that I would still steal some spray myself and wear this because it is very captivating, sweet, again, tropical coconut, creamy sandalwood. That's what I'm getting up front and center here. All right, let's do Mugler A Men FANTASM. Huge fan of the original, huge fan of the Pure line, and I'm really hoping that they revitalize this line and start giving us some really cool pure fragrances over the years as they did in the past. So the box is similar to all the A Men boxes that you've known over the years. The bottle is, again, similar to all the A Men flankers and releases over the years. This one here is going to be black with a metal silver star. So sprays are strong. It is a little bit annoying though, they haven't fixed that. And okay, this one here is going to be, unlike the female version, a little closer to the original A Men. However, it is going to be catering to a younger demographic. It's definitely going to have a lot of modern, sweet, you know, Ambroxan, Tonka, vanilla style trifecta, which is very common these days, especially in the designer counter. So that's what I'm getting here. It's going to be similar to a lot of fragrances that you've smelled over the last 6-7 years. You know, if you know, you know. Not getting much of the vibe of the original here. This is a rather very sweet scent, very gourmand-like. It's very pleasing though. There is somewhat of an earthiness to the fragrance that could be due to a vetiver note. But I'm getting a lot of sweetness here. It's definitely not, you don't have that tar note that you have with the original A Men from back in the day. This is sweet, it's gourmand, it's chocolatey. There's definitely patchouli here, vetiver. The last rendition of this brand was definitely one that was released, I believe, in 2019, which was A Men Ultimate. This is a very, well, Ultimate was very forgettable. This is a step up from that, but still not in the same shelf or the same wheelhouse as the greats, you know, from the Pure collection or the original from back in the day. It's a good release, not great. It's gonna get a good but not great from me. Warrants you to try it. Of course, I have to wear on skin, but so far, just from a first impression, this is nice but not great. We got 2 more designers to cover. I'm going to talk about this one here that's getting a lot of limelight as one of the best releases of the year. People are talking about for the second half. Now, of course, if you guys missed my favorite fragrances of designers 2024, I'm going to leave that link up here. Go check that out. Of course, the niche version of that video is coming up very soon. But this is going to be one that is getting a lot of hype this year. This is MYSLF from YSL Le Parfum edition. See what the sprays are like. Sprays are nice. Of course, Yves Saint Laurent is one of the best, like Dior. They do a good job with that, but the cap, quite flimsy, plastic, nothing to it. The smell is nice. I get a floral nuance, almost solar kind of a vibe. I don't know, there's probably Davana here. Definitely sweet, definitely tonka. This ambery, sweet and spicy kind of a feel. Again, it's going to be pleasant, it's going to be pleasing, it's going to be compliment inducing, it's going to be youthful. That's what you're going to be looking at here. Again, don't go retail on this, guys. Designers, you don't have to go retail, especially designers. Wait a little while, get this stuff discounted. To me, it's a forgettable scent, I'll be quite honest with you. It smells good, yeah, it smells good, but it's nothing to brag home about. It's nothing that's outstanding. It's more of the same, to be quite honest with you. So Le Parfum gets a meh release for me. Nothing extraordinary here. I know a lot of people are going to hype this in the fragrance community, but again, if it's special, I'm going to tell you it's special. If you have a taste similar to mine, you trust my nose, you're going to know I'm being honest here. It's a good release, not great. Been there, done that. Sweet, a little bit floral, a little bit solar. It's okay. Next up, this one here I have high hopes for. This is the new Rabanne. It's got the Rabanne logo now, the new Rabanne, no longer Paco Rabanne with the passing of the late Paco Rabanne. And it's no longer 1 million, it's just million gold. So very curious about this one. There is a female version of this. This, of course, is the masculine version. I picked up myself. This is actually an Eau de Parfum intense concentration, whatever that means. The bottle looks okay, very similar to the gold bullion that we had with all the other ones. It is see-through. You can see the juice is going to be darker, yellowish gold juice. So sprays are really beastly on this one. Okay, now this is reminding me of a few things right off the bat, and here's the thing. It's not bubblegummy, overly sweet, which is a good thing. This is going to be something that I can see both gents and ladies wearing. Definitely androgynous, definitely sensual, but kind of tamed. Not what I was expecting. I'm sure they're going to be doing more flankers of this. Expect to see million gold intense, million gold extreme, million gold elixir. I know it's going to happen. It's bound to happen because this one here, it's not as beastly as I was expecting. It's not as sweet as I was expecting. It's actually quite tamed. It's giving me nuances of a sweeter and spicier Sensuelle 33 from Le Labo. I haven't looked at the notes. I don't know if there's figs here. I don't know what the hell's going on here with the notes, but I'm telling you, it's giving me vibes of Sensuelle 33 from Le Labo, but in a sweeter and spicier kind of a, inflection here. I like it. I think it's good. I think it's going to be quite praised in the world out there. People are going to enjoy this one. I can see a lot of people rocking this if they can get past by the tackiness of the bottle. The juice itself is actually pretty good. From the designers here, it's going to get high praises from me. Smells good, but it's again nothing spectacular, groundbreaking here. It's one of those, been there, done that. You're going to smell this, okay? It reminds me of this, reminds me of that, but it's done nice. It's a very nice scent. I think it's going to last pretty nicely on skin. It's going to give you a nice sillage from what I'm perceiving here. But again, I have to wear it on skin. But so far, from the first impression, it gets a thumbs up. It smells good. But different, if you're going into this thinking bubblegum, very sweet, this is different. It's going to be a little bit more on the androgynous, side of things, very universally appealing. And again, very similar to Sensuelle 33 from Le Labo. If you like that fragrance, going into this, expecting something a little bit spicier, a little bit sweeter, you're gonna like this. As we did back in May and June, we're gonna do it again in July. 5 brand new bottles giveaway to you guys, the viewers. All you have to do is use the code JULYHAUL for 20% off site-wide, of course, on any purchase of decants you guys want. Check it out, everything will be listed below. You can try any of these new releases or anything you want. Doesn't matter, combine, not combine. It's 20% off site-wide with JULYHAUL. And every entry, every purchase you make with that code will enter you guys automatically for the giveaway, for the drawing. So the more purchases, the more use of the code, the more entries you'll have. And then of course, the winners will be pinned to the comment of this video. And of course, I'm gonna share the Emporium of Scents Facebook group, which has almost, I think, 30,000 members. If you guys love fragrance, it's a place to be, to share, to find codes, giveaways, trades and sales, anything fragrance related. Check out the Emporium of Scents. We're going to post the winners there as well, and of course on my Instagram. And if you guys are looking for discount prices, if you're looking for great purchases when it comes to fragrances, of course check out maxaroma.com, also partner of this channel, with the code 4010, which will give you guys 10% off site-wide when you're ready to commit to a full bottle. So let's continue with the first impressions. I wouldn't call this designer or niche or indie or anything like that. I think they're mostly a Dubai-based fragrance, and what they do is mainly dupes or inspired creations, if you will, which normally I don't talk about here on the channel. But this one here, from what I understand, it's not a dupe of anything. It's its own thing, hence the fact that I'm bringing forward. Otherwise, I would not talk about this fragrance. Very intricate looking box. The bottle itself is, I don't know, it's just looks like a scepter. You're gonna hit somebody over the head with this thing. It's a very weird looking bottle. Let's see what the sprayers are like. Not bad. Okay, and basically what I get out of this one, guys, it's going to be a boozy vanilla bomb. So if you do enjoy vanilla-based fragrances, you're gonna like this one. I'm getting a little bit of an oud situation here. It's slightly gourmandish. It doesn't remind me of anything per se, but there's definitely nuances of different things that you might have smelt before. It's not a groundbreaking trendsetter kind of a fragrance by any stretch of the imagination, but it smells good. From what I'm getting here in the air, it seems like it's gonna be beastly in performance, which Lattafas are, give credit where it's due, known for. So guys, let me know in the comments, have you tried this fragrance from Lattafa? What are your thoughts on Lattafa, on Armaf? I'd love to start conversation in the comment section of this video. Do you guys appreciate these brands, or do you think they're unnecessary? Needless to say, this is a good one. Definitely gets a good, if you like spicy, gourmandy vanillas that are a bit boozy and oudi, you're gonna enjoy this one. Next one, we're gonna talk about some Acro, and this is going to be Smile. Smile's an Eau de Parfum concentration. You've got the white box with the lime green interior, which is pretty different. The bottles are actually minimalist. Again, you got the foam with the lime green insert, and the bottles are minimalist. I love the style, the contour of the bottles. This is Smile. I know nothing about this one, other than the fact this is their newest release. So let's see what we get out of this one. Very nice sprayer here. Okay, and Smile is a fragrance that will definitely put a smile on your face. It's very easy to wear. It reminds me a little bit of B612, I believe it's called, from Nishane. So it's got this very tea-like vibe, or even Oolong Cha, also from Nishane. It's giving me like a very tea kind of a vibe. It's a spicy, aromatic, citrus, tea-based scent. Really digging this one. I think it's great. Incredible for springtime, early summer, even throughout summer. Fall time, early fall, I think when it gets really cold, it's not gonna be great if you're looking for something to project and be beastly for you. But I think this is actually gonna give you a really nice sillage, and it's a very happy scent. So Smile is a very fitting name to it. Guys, Acro Smile gets a thumbs up. If you do love tea-based scents, definitely check this one out. I think you're gonna love it. Next up, we have a fragrance from the house of Frapin, and it's been quite a while since I talked about this brand. I think the last one I talked about was 1270 Extreme, which is a boozy, dried fruits, woody, spicy kind of a fragrance that I love. This one here was definitely my most worn fragrance from this brand, but my quorum with this was that it didn't perform. It didn't really last on my skin. This is going to be the extreme version of course, L'humaniste. Sprays are very nice. You can control it depending how hard you push the atomizer. L'humaniste Extrême is definitely capturing that gin and tonic vibe that you had with the original, but definitely a little smokier and definitely a little sweeter. Spicier, smokier, and sweeter. So if you do love the gin and tonic vibe that you got with the original, but you had problems with performance like myself, definitely check this one out. The juniper berries, all the components, the coniferous vibe that you had, everything that you had with that very wearable and complement monster of a fragrance, which is L'humaniste, you're gonna get it here. There's definitely a very green component here, very coniferous, almost like eucalyptus, very spicy in nature. Loving this one. In fact, I might even spray this on today. This is gonna be great for spring. Really hot summer days, I wouldn't rock this, but I think spring, early summer, or evening summer nights when you're wearing really nice attire and you're dressed apart, refined, elegant situations, going into a bar, to a dinner, this is gonna be amazing. And especially for the fall. I think it's gonna be perfection for the fall. As the fragrance develops a little bit here in the air and on the blotter, I'm getting some honey inflections, some animalic, sweet honey kind of inflections. This gets a huge thumbs up for me. My favorite so far in this haul, and it's saying a lot. I discovered this brand late last year, and it's been just a breath of fresh air to delve into their portfolio and to discover more and more from this line. This is going to be Kepler 51D. This fragrance brand actually is inspired by the planets, the universe, the galaxy. It really takes elements like the planets, for example, the moon, the satellites. And this one here is inspired by Kepler 51. The boxes are massive. I mean, the presentation, guys, is second to none. If you love a good presentation, you're gonna love this brand. This is Nishane, of course. When you open the outside layer and you get into the actual box that encapsulates the bottle, it's very minimalist. It's got this leathery, you know, almost linen kind of a feel. You open the box, you find the literature, which describes the fragrance itself. Comes in this beautiful envelope, really nicely done. And again, with a card that will tell you about all the facts that inspire the creation, the notes. I mean, look at this, guys. This is like second to none. I haven't seen a brand put so much effort into their presentation and details. These guys gets a thumbs up on presentations, one of the best. The bottles look incredible, very unique. You haven't seen a bottle like this, I guarantee you. And from what I read, this is going to be a gourmand fragrance. If I'm not mistaken, there's a marshmallow note here. The bottle itself has this pinkish, bluish kind of a hue, almost looks like a marshmallow cloud. Kepler 51 Eau de Parfum, let's go. I'm very excited about this one. As you guys know, I've shared some of my favorites with you from this brand. This is a brand that, whoa. Wow, this is incredible, guys. Now, here's the thing though, this is going to be sweet, but you must enjoy really sweet and powerful oudy type scent. So it's, if you like oud wood from Tom Ford, if you like, let's say oud oud from Tom Ford meets herbe pure from �𝐎, that's what I'm getting here off the bat. It's got a very oudy kind of a profile, which is nice, but it's gonna be great for when you want to really impress people or wear something that it's out of the ordinary. You wanna walk into a room and really make an impression, really get people to turn their heads. This is gonna be a fragrance that you should wear. So really enjoying this one, guys. From the first impression standpoint, one of the best here from this haul. But again, you must like powerful, oudy, and sweet type scents. It's one of those, you know, it's gonna announce when you're walking into a room, and when you leave the room, it's gonna stay behind and people will know you were there. That powerful, guys. Kepler 51 gets a thumbs up. Another great one from the house of Nishane. Last but not least, we're going to talk about a fragrance brand that when they release something, you do want to stop and listen because it's usually something very special and groundbreaking. So this is going to be a flanker or the second iteration of a fragrance that was really incredible and really broke the mold. You know, the perfumer, the nose behind this fragrance is Canton Biche, which is he's on fire. Everything this guy puts his nose on or his hands on becomes gold. People love it. Guidance is the fragrance I'm talking about. But the one we're going to talk about today is their flanker, the latest creation, Amouage's Guidance 46. Guys, this does not come cheap, but these are absolutely exquisite fragrances. So I'm definitely curious about this one. The bottle looks absolutely gorgeous. It's painted from within. It's lacquered. Gorgeous looking bottle. The original one is, it has more of like a skin, like a matte finish. This is glossy and it's lacquered. It's painted from within. Beautiful peachy color. Guys, this is second to none when it comes to presentations. Sprays are incredible. Let's see what we got out of this one. Okay, so this one here, I remember the original being so nice, very ambery, floral, spicy. This one here, I think there's cloves, definitely spicier. You do have that floral ambery component here with the frankincense. It definitely leans more feminine, of course. This is a feminine release. After all, this is the bottle that is, you know, encapsulating the fragrances that are more geared toward the feminine, you know, audience. But I'm digging this one. I would rock this one as I rock the original Guidance. It's quite good, and again, I'm getting a more woodier and spicier feel that I didn't get with the original Guidance. So off the top, I'm liking this a little bit more, although it's a more feminine scent as a whole. I'm thinking it's a little bit more wearable for my taste. So guys, this is a really good one. Again, I have to spend more time with it. If you guys want to see a full review on anything I talked about here in this video today, please let me know in the comments. Of course, your support is greatly appreciated. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy my content here. If you do enjoy the channel, subscribe. And of course, if you want to get these videos, hit the bell so you get them, you know, notification straight into your feed. Guys, thank you so much for your support. I hope you enjoyed this haul. Take advantage of the codes with perfume.com. The code is JULYHAUL, which will give you guys automatic entry for the 5-bottle giveaways. And of course, enjoy my code 4010 for 10% off at Max Aroma. Guys, everything listed below to make your life easier from a fragrance lover to another. And of course, what am I gonna spray today? I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with L'humaniste Extrême. I will see you guys, as always, guys, of course, wear what truly moves you because fragrance is emotion in motion. I will see you guys right back here with another review or top video very soon. Take care.